Legends, welcome back. This is the latest edition of What If? Now, this scenario takes into account the person already has their drip faucet account, however, no garden presence, and they're trying to figure out how or if they should even get into the garden. Let's get to it. Of course, we know the basics. I'm always going to state this because sometimes people forget that the garden is a game. The garden game produces 3% daily, really 3.3%. According to the current mining efficiency rate, the harvest efficiency rate rises and falls as you and the other animals, or that's the way he said it, or you and the other players buy the plants, harvest the seed, and compound your earnings. The object of the game is to plant seeds sooner and more often than the other players. This, in turn, earns you more seeds to harvest faster, buying more plants, using your daily seeds to harvest will 3x your seeds within 30 days or less. And remember, the drip garden is a game. And I just do want to make a note. It is Sunday, 9/11. The drip garden has now officially surpassed 30,000 players. Okay, let's finish up. Now, the contract balance multiplier and the time multiplier has been added. Why this is important, it makes it fair for everybody to join the game no matter when you came in. Whether you came in when the garden first came, or if you join today, or if you join tomorrow, that multiplier goes up 0.1% per day, which gives you more buying power. But the biggest fact that somebody buying today is the fact that the cost of the LPs, the cost of the seeds have dramatically dropped. I know in the beginning when the LPs were like $50, the seed price was $12. Now you're talking $9 for the LP and 0.000004 cent for some seeds, for 2.59 million seeds. So it's a hell of a difference, and the timing could not be better. Okay, so here's a couple of scenarios for this person. So you say you just have $100. Your initial investment of $100, like I say, at the time that I was creating this LP, which 4 days ago, the LPs were $9.60. And the LPs are based on DRIP and BUSD. And the amount of the DRIP BUSD, so for $100, you would receive, let me put the pointer here, 10.41 LPs. That would purchase you 38,686 plants. So now plants per day, this 38,000 plants would give you 1,289 plants a day. One LP is 3,429 plants. So with this right here, you won't have a full LP each day. So if you hydrate for a minimum of 60 days, and you receiving the 1,289 plants at 60 days, that's 77,340 plants, plus your 38 original that you purchased gives you 116,000 plants. Now you have the 116,000 divided by 30 because it's 30 plants. Every 30 plants you see will give you one new plant a day, which will give you 3,867 plants per day, or 1.127 LPs. And I have different scenarios. So I have the $100 scenario, the $500 scenario, the $1,000 scenario. So I'm not going to go through all these. I'll let the screen sit here. You can pause your screen, look at the scenario. It's going to go over the same way that we did the $100 one. The initial investment, the price at the time, the date, how many LPs you purchased, and then how many plants you receive. The $1,000 one, give you a couple seconds, pause your screen, you can go over it. Okay, so it's really up to you in your investment risk tolerance, because the garden requires more insight and participation than the faucet. And I know that some other YouTubers are saying, no, get in the garden first because of what's coming up. That doesn't matter. The foundation is the faucet. One, the faucet is less risky than the garden. So in order is the reservoir is the safest, then drip, faucet, then the garden at 3.3%. No, at the piggy bank at 3%, then the drip garden at 3.3%. Now the pig pen is different because the pig pen is based on the percentage of ownership. Same way with the reservoir. But the reservoir, you put B&B in and you get B&B out. So that's what you have to look at. It doesn't matter of going with the herd. If everybody's going in there with the herd, like Warren Buffett says, you go the opposite way of where the herd is going. So if the herd is going to be running into that particular pool, do you really want to be there? Because what's going to happen when that pool floods in the beginning, the APY is going to drop crazy. And that's exactly what it did last time. The more people that goes into that pool, it drops. So that's going to be a decision that you have to make. Because like I said, this is an individual endeavor. You need to do what's best for you, your family, and your family's finances. So a decision has to be made by you. Because if you win, it's on you. If you fail, it's on you. I just wanted to present this scenario if you already have your faucet and you don't have a garden presence and you want to create it. So that's totally up to you. So now how you calculate your LPs per day. You want to take your plants per day. So here, right now, plants per day is 26,389 plants. Then you divide that by the number of LPs. I'm receiving 7.1449 LPs, which means that equals 3,693. So every 3,693 plants I receive, I will add another LP to my garden each day. That's what you want to do. I'll leave the screen up to you. Screenshot it, save it. Now some options to get in. You can DCA, you can dollar cost averaging. This is when you invest a same amount or set amount each day or each week, each month. That's on you. It does work pretty good, I guess, because because the fact that you're DCAing in and each day it goes up 0.1%, the next day you get a better percentage, but you have to still take into account the cost of the LPs and the cost of the seeds. Even though it goes up to 1%, you get more, that 0.1%, 0.01% buying power, but is it really worth it? That's what you're gonna have to look at. Or you can do the lump sum. If you have that $1,000 there, just throw the $1,000 in, get as many plants you can get, and then compound every day until you hit your compound mark, 30, 60, 90 days or whatever, or your certain amount of LPs you want to produce. So there's really no rush to get in due to the fertilizer bonus, which gives the players a fair chance or interest no matter when they enter the game. But you want to get in there and get your presence as soon as you can, because that way you get to build up your LP balance and you get to build up the amount of plants you receive per day. Now, when it comes to compounding, how often to compound, that's going to be totally up to you. It's going to be based on your budget and your time, because of course you have to pay the transaction fees every time you compound. And if you're at work all day, are you going to make sure you compound as soon as you get home and then before you go to bed or the first thing in the morning? So those are the things that you have to think about. And you have to also acknowledge and remember that you are battling against the other players as well as the natural decay. The decay is built into the game to have it continually go down over time. So compounding is a large part of winning against both of the natural decay and against the other players. Now, if the decay is too high in the beginning of your garden, you may have to add additional capital to offset it, or even more, you may have to compound even more. So, but this is a decision you have to make yourself. Now, the vision. You know what protocols are coming along down the road from now through 2024 and beyond. Can you see it? Do you believe in Forex? Do you believe in the community? This is part of getting into the entire drip ecosystem. Because if you don't believe it, is it really worth you taking the risk? I believe it. I've been believing it since day one. So now, but that's not a decision that is for you. You have to make the decision. We know the new UIs are coming for the drip and the animal farm. The animal farm will have between now and Friday. The farm's coming. The pools are coming. The farms are coming, and the pools are coming on 18th of October. We got the Dogs Roulette game. We got the Guardians of the Pigs, the Dogs of War, the Scratchy lottery tickets. We have lending, the on and off ramp for fiat. It's so many things coming. And as more and more coming, that utility is found. If we thought $197 for drip was high last time, we haven't seen anything yet. You know, guys, I don't make no price predictions at all. I just go with the flow because it is what it is. But I just wanted to make this video so if you want to get into the garden, now you have some extra information. As well, please ensure that you look at the MP series, which is the Mission Possible series, starting at video number 4. There's 4 videos just on the garden alone. How to operate, how to get in there, how to navigate, how to purchase your LPs, and so on and so on. And I am creating another additional one that goes along with that series. So please check that out. Again, that's the Mission Possible series, starting at video number 4. There's 4 videos based on just the drip garden. It's a total of 30 videos, and the videos cover the entire drip ecosystem. As always, guys, this is for informational and educational purposes only. Never intended as any type of financial advice, because I am not a financial advisor. I'm just giving out some information and sharing some knowledge. And always remember the 3. Crypto and DeFi is an individual endeavor. You do what's best for you, your family, your family's finances. Nobody's decision is made other than your decision. That's the only one that matters. Number 2, we have the best community and the best developer in all of crypto. And it makes it a whole lot easier to feel comfortable. And it's not so much comfortable as, you don't care about the investment or just let it do what it's going to do. It's just like minds is really what it comes down to. And 3rd, increase your knowledge, reduce your risk. You have the What If series, but the MP series, the Mission Possible series, is going to give you your nuts and bolts and all that basic information that you need in order to navigate throughout the system, the drip ecosystem. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Send the video to somebody you think that's debating on getting into the garden. And to all of my legends, including you, brand new, engage.